Namaste, beautiful soul. So today I wanted to talk to you about some tips on how you can protect your wrists during yoga. So let's get right into it. First tip is to truly acknowledge that if your wrists need some extra love and care, that it's completely fine to avoid using your wrists altogether during yoga. So you actually can do a hands-free or wrist-friendly yoga that doesn't even involve putting any pressure or any weight on your wrists. And we've done a couple of those together, and I think that they're pretty fun and playful to find ways of how to get up from the floor without actually putting any pressure on your hands. So, second tip is to always warm up your wrists. And I'll be posting up a video very soon with some warm-up exercises for your wrists that you can do before you start putting any pressure on them, so that you can oil up those joints and prepare them for movement and for weight to be pressed on them. Third tip, starfish fingers. So here, what I like to do is, rather than having your hands like this, open them up, because then it distributes the weight more and allows you to grip. Now, when you grip, you actively pressing your pressure and your weight into your fingers rather than collapsing into your finger joint, your wrist joint. So, fourth tip is to, like I just briefly mentioned, press your weight into your fingers and your palm. So rather than collapsing on this area directly onto your wrist joint, make sure you're actively pressing your weight down into your fingers and into your palm. So fifth tip, and I'm going to introduce a little prop here for you, is to grab a towel and roll it up. Rolling it up into just a little roll, making sure that it's shoulder width apart so that we can help our shoulders as well, making sure we remember that. And then you're placing this on your mat, and when you place your hand, you're not just going to grab this, so that's not what that's for. This area, exactly where the wrist joint and the palm starts, you're going to place it on the top of the towel. Now maybe this one's a little bit too thick, so having a little bit of a smaller towel is better. And then pressing the fingers and the palm downwards. So this creates an arch, which helps with the weight distribution being pushed to the front, to your fingers and to your palm, rather than having a sharp edge where all of the weight is then held up by just your joint, and our joints are not meant to be holding any weight. So that's the fifth tip. The sixth and the last tip is, if you can, so a towel we have at home, I hope most of us have a towel at home. If you can devote and spend some money, is to get some gloves. Now, I have bought these gloves myself, so I wasn't sponsored. No one paid me to include them in this video. However, I bought these gloves. They're from the company called Wags, and I really like them. So I've used them for the last few months, and I've come to the conclusion that I do actually really like them. The reason why I do is because they have this cushion inside. They have this wedge, which sort of replicates what the towel does for us, which helps to distribute the weight more evenly, and it provides some support here. So yeah, they are a little bit pricey in comparison to the others that you can find on the market. And to be honest, I haven't tried any others. So if you did and you found that they worked really well for you, then do please share with us, because it's nice to share our experiences and see what helps each other. So yeah, those are just a few little tips. If you have any more tips that you know have helped you and your wrists, if you have anything else that you want to ask me about this, then yeah, feel free to comment and let me know, so that we can all learn from each other and learn from our experiences. And do look out for the next video, where I'll be showing you some warm-up exercises for your wrists. Namaste.